Going second, play against lightning type deck. Start the game with Snorlax. I need my Ilima in case the opponent play Oricorio. Not a good start actually. Ew. Opponent play Ampharos. Ampharos can hit my bench, not good. Wow, the opponent get a lot of value with their Copycat. Magnezone negative effect. It's not a special condition, so my Ogerpon cannot do much about it. Let's drop this Ogerpon anyway, why not? We need to find Magneton and Elemental Switch in order to attack with our Snorlax earlier. Yeah, opponent draw a lot of cards. They managed to find their Magneton too. We draw our Professor Research, really nice. Heal by 20. Mega Ampharos is scary too, right? All I need to draw now is Clemont or Magneton so that I can attack with my Snorlax EX next turn. Ooh, Clemont is showing up just in time. Let's attack with our Snorlax EX. Maybe I need to drop this second Snorlax EX too. Hope Snorlax can absorb Mega Ampharos bench damage. Heal by 20. My Snorlax EX cannot be taken down by Mega Ampharos yet. Magnezone bad news for us. I need to flip heads. Come on Snorlax EX, I believe in you. Flip heads, take down opponent Magnezone for me. Let's go. My Snorlax is so reliable. Magnezone force the opponent to flip coin before they can hit our Pokemon. Oh wow. Opponent stops storing more energy. Cyrus still win the opponent the game if they can flip heads though. Yeah, if the opponent have Cyrus in their hand and they manage to flip heads to take down our Ogerpon, then it is what it is. There's nothing much I can do. But if the opponent flip tails, then my Ogerpon can take down Mega Ampharos. Too bad the opponent choose to target my Snorlax EX. The opponent doesn't play around my Ilima. Alright, we'll let Ogerpon take the spotlight here. Play Ilima. My Ogerpon can deal 120 damage. Yeah, opponent flip tail anyway. So even if they play Cyrus targeting my Ogerpon, they still deal 0 damage to my Ogerpon and I still win this game. Going second. Start the game with Snorlax the best. Opponent can play Peculiar Plaza in order to retreat Mewtwo EX for free. I need to find my Magnemite and Magneton. Jeez. I need to find my Magnemite and Magneton. Not that easy because I'm lacking of Draw Engine. Draw is just super bad. What is this? Opponent hit my Snorlax. I can heal by 20. Opponent also can heal their Mewtwo. Cannot really drop my second Snorlax EX because opponent can disrupt us with their Sabrina. Looks like opponent will stop to hit our Snorlax EX. Opponent play Peculiar Plaza. Meloetta cannot trigger its ability. Wow. Really bad. Drop our second Snorlax EX. Our Snorlax EX won't fall asleep, right? Yeah, my Ogerpon show up just in time too. Opponents search for their Mega Gardevoir. Store energy to our Ogerpon. But my Ogerpon not strong enough against Mewtwo. Second Ilima. Well, the total energy is not 5, so my Ogerpon only deal 60 damage, huh? I draw super slowly, cannot find my Professor Research at all. Opponent play Lily instead of Dianta. We need to find our Cyrus then. We draw our Cyrus, but I'm holding too many cards. Deal 60 damage to Mewtwo EX. Opponent Mega Gardevoir still failed to one-shot our Ogerpon. Yeah, this Cyrus is such a lifesaver. We can still deal 120 damage by store 1 Grass type energy to Ogerpon EX. Nice game. Okay. So I swap 1 copies of Ilima out and swap in 1 copies of Clemont. I need to find a way to thin up my deck to search for our combo pieces as fast as possible. We need Ogerpon to prevent our Snorlax from falling asleep. At least we start the game with Copycat, really nice. Now we have our Ogerpon. All we need to find now is Magnemite and Magneton. I also need Elemental Switch, right? Yeah, of course I miss my Magnemite. I still have 1 more Pokeball. Come on, draw me Magnemite, please. This one must be Magnemite, right? Thank you. So we can attack with Snorlax EX next turn. Deal 150 damage in total. It is what it is then. Opponent can play Cyrus too, you know. Only have 4 cards left. I need to thin out our deck even more. Draw my Magneton, the second one. Let's play this Elemental Switch while we can. Opponent won't dare to store more energy to this Mega Mawile, right? Because it will power up my Ogerpon. They get a lot of protection. Opponent deal 90 damage to my Snorlax EX, not good. Yeah, I cannot save my Snorlax EX. Only have 2 cards left. I can only deal 60 damage with my Snorlax EX. So Magnezone is our only hope. We need the opponent to keep flipping tail. Opponent healed by a lot. Nasty. Good sign, good sign. I think the opponent will keep flipping tail. Oh my god, the opponent found all of their key card. Seriously, even Guzma to avoid 20 damage from our rookie helmet? That is insane. Does the opponent have Cyrus? We need the opponent to keep flipping tail. At this point, I think opponent Mega Mawile can one-shot my Snorlax EX. Yeah, they also have Cyrus, insane. Even though they still have 7 cards left in their deck, but they managed to draw all the cards that they want. Ilima does nothing. Why the opponent concede? Oh, because Mawile doesn't have any protection, so I can deal 90 damage to Mega Mawile with my Magnezone. Nice game. Going second, nice. Play against water deck. Greninja can be bad for us. Oh, this time we are facing Mega Swampert. Mega Swampert will mostly discard our energy, I think, instead of discarding their own energy. Since we will generate more energy than the opponent, the chance of our energy being discarded is higher. We heal by 20. Put our Snorlax EX out of Mega Swampert EX range. It deals 150 damage to our Snorlax EX. Opponent Chingling slow us down. I cannot play Pokeball. Wow, I cannot play Elemental Switch, right? That is really bad. I need opponent Chingling stop hitting our Snorlax EX. So that I can play my Pokeball and Elemental Switch. Opponent play May, try to search for their Mega Swampert. I also need Ogerpon, right? So that my Snorlax EX won't fall asleep. If only I have enough deck space, maybe I will run both Cyrus and Sabrina. Sometimes we need Cyrus, sometimes we need Sabrina. If the opponent brings Jellicent to the front, then we need Sabrina to end the game, take down both Jellicent and Magnemite. But if the opponent bring their Mega Swampert to the front and then Mega Swampert retreat, then we need Cyrus to pull their Mega Swampert back to the active spot. We play our second Magnemite then, instead of Snorlax. I have Elemental Switch in case the opponent managed to delete 2 energy from my Snorlax EX. My Snorlax EX won't fall asleep thanks to Ogerpon. Opponent will take 20 damage. Cannot find my Ilima. Yeah, maybe we can play Ilima too, not gonna lie. And attack with Magnezone. 3 cards left in my deck. Yeah, I cannot find my Ilima. I think we already have enough energy for our Magnezone. Let's deal 130 damage here. Yeah, I think it was better to store energy to my Ogerpon in case the opponent have Irida. I can deal 110 damage with my Magnezone. Alright, we win this game. I still have Magnezone. To take down opponent Mega Swampert. Ilima just showing up right after we lose Snorlax EX. Going second. Start the game with Snorlax EX and Ogerpon. Even though the opponent can play Sabrina targeting Ogerpon. Opponent also play Ogerpon deck. It means that opponent Ogerpon can deal 120 damage to my Snorlax, since I will store 4 energy to my Snorlax, right? I already swapped out 1 copy of Ilima and swap in Clemont. Wait, is that a mirror match? Well, I'm not running Spinda. Maybe the opponent run Snorlax 2 because I don't think the opponent have enough deck space to run Slacking. Let's play Copycat while we can. Draw extra 2 cards. We draw our Magneton and Magnezone, super nice. Opponent managed to evolve their Magnemite into Magneton too. Let's put Rocky Helmet here. Opponent only deals 60 damage to my Snorlax EX. Wait, if the opponent run Elemental Switch, then opponent Ogerpon can deal 120 damage. But I can take down opponent Ogerpon, right? Snorlax EX is enough to one-shot opponent Ogerpon. This Elemental Switch catch the opponent off guard. Play this Professor Research. We one-shot opponent Ogerpon, opponent concede. Okay, Ogerpon MVP, how?